me refresh my page.
Now we're live.
Now we're live.
It says waiting for Simply Wooden Creations.
That's live now. I can see it.
Yep.
Is it real or is it Memorex?
It's just this stupid. This computer's really slow. And now it locks up. Let's see if I can get it over here. I'll just have to mute. Okay, yes, I've got it over there. Let me go and check and see if it's on Facebook and if it goes to Twitch. This broadcaster warns you that this is live and for adults only. That's what it said on Twitch. But yes, we're live over on Twitch. So we just got to see if we're live on Facebook. And yes, Simply Wooden Creations is now live. Great. It works.
It works.
Now it worked tonight.
Yeah. No, I had when we started using this before, I had very good success with it. Remember, we started using this first, but it only let us have 6 people.
Right.
And I use it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And yours don't have any problems, does it?
No.
Yeah, it works great. I like
it. The only problem it has is mats on it.
Oh. But to let everybody know, this is going to be deleted everywhere, or I don't know. I'll leave it up. It doesn't matter really. But anyway, to let everybody know, the reason we're doing this test is we used to use StreamYard, and I really liked it. The problem being is that it only let 6 people on the panel, and I liked 10 because we usually had 9 panelists and the guests, which made 10. So I went to Zoom due to the fact that I could have more people. Actually, it's kind of like unlimited. I think I can have 50 people in what I'm using. But Zoom does not broadcast to multiple, like I can't broadcast to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. Thank you. And so I have to have another program called Restream. So it's costing me like about $50 a month between the two of them to run Zoom and Restream. And I really liked StreamYard before. So StreamYard has now upgraded, and they've also included now we can have 10 people on StreamYard. So therefore, perfect. So we're going to try it out tonight on the show. And if it works, which I know it probably will, and there's a few things I like about it, but if it works, we're probably going to go back to StreamYard, and then I'll quit using Zoom and Restream, and it'll actually save me about $25 a month. So this is just hey, it's got closed captioning.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, well, since you already had your lunch, I'm going to leave and go have mine.
Okay. Yeah, this is basically all I wanted to do is check it out. So thank you, Paul. I appreciate it.
And I'll see you tonight.
Yes.
7:30.
Yep.
Okay. See you later.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
And if you do it better.
I'm too old for that kind of crap. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I did not know this it's on Facebook. It's got closed captioning.
Mm-hmm.
see. Yep, it's working on YouTube. I got it over on Facebook.
And I think you can set it up now so that your show is, you can set the show up ahead of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and I wasn't able to do that with Zoom.
And this way you should get a better audience, or a bigger audience anyway.
We do pretty good. 57 people were watched last week's show.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's between all three,
right?
YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We had 57 people. The max was 63. So 6 people watched for 5 minutes and didn't like us and turned us off.
Mm-hmm. or come up with something else to do, or you know, whatever. Got a better offer.
Got a better offer. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna like this. And another thing I like about it, which we talked about, is that whenever I make myself big like this, you can still see Brenda and or everybody on the panel on the side. Right. That wasn't the case in Twitch or Zoom. When I used Zoom, if you made the person big, you couldn't see the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you screen shared, you couldn't see the whole panel.
Yeah.
On the other. So I like this a lot better. And then we can go to side by side.
Mm-hmm. It's the way I do it on my show.
Yeah. Yep. Do it side by side. What is this? That's back to that way. That's me only. Side by side that way. Cool. I like. All right. So let's see. What is this? Chat. I love sawdust. That's the one that said everybody was making everybody sick because it moved. So, all right. Well, that's it. Okay. Is there anything I need to do to get ready for tonight? I got a PM Ryan. He's asking if there's anything he needs to get ready to do, and I'll make sure he knows no. We're having Ryan, the guy that Matt did the
blacksmithing.
Yeah, the blacksmithing thing. He's going to be on tonight, so looking forward to that. How's your day been going?
Well, a little of this and a little of that. It never goes as I plan. You know, I make plans, God laughs. You know, so I got up and every plan I had went right out the window, and then I had errands I had to run and stuff that I had to do. I keep planning to do housework, but it never happens.
Right. Well, we're going fishing tomorrow. Me and my son are, and so we've been working on the boat today, just finishing up the last few things. So
putting the pontoons on your truck.
No, we ain't putting pontoons on my truck. I got 4-wheel drive. So I will tell you this much, and this is the truth. I used to never lock my 4-wheel drive in when we went out the other day just to drive. We got a little lake, actually. It's called Banana Lake. And no, it's not shaped like a banana. But we got a little lake within 20 minutes of my house. It's pretty good size. It's big enough I can open my boat up and run it for like 15 minutes wide open. And the boat will run out about 45, 48. So anyway, so we took it over there and ran it around. And usually I do not lock my 4-wheel drive in when I'm backing the boat in or pulling it out. And since Richard's truck went to swim with the fishes, yeah, I've been locking my truck in 4-wheel drive, and I'll continue to lock it in. Yeah, that just made me think, that could happen to anybody.
Yeah,
that could happen to anybody.
I'm glad he's got a good sense of humor.
Yes, I am too. But at least with the 4-wheel drive, usually, and I've looked at it, usually your front tires are not down to where the algae are. At least I've got a real long tongue on my boat, so my truck isn't even in the water. When I back my boat in and it launches, my rear tire is at least 4 foot from the water line, maybe a little more. So with the front wheels way up top of the ramp and it locked in 4, I shouldn't have any problem. I just don't want my truck to go swimming with the fishies.
If he didn't have a good sense of humor, I'd probably be swimming with the fish.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. So.
It just seemed like every time I turned on the computer, there was another meme.
Yeah. I know. Trust me. It was
I had to say, I had to send them to him every time. Bless his heart.
I know. Yeah, because he loved that truck.
Yeah.
He kept that thing immaculate, better than I keep my truck. He did. I mean, I keep my truck pretty good shape. It's in pretty good shape. It's an 05 and only has 93,000 miles on it.
Well, mine is a 2011 and it's got 39,000 on it, but it's starting to run a little rough. And I'm thinking that I might actually have to have it tuned up.
Yeah, well, normal. What kind of car is it?
It's a Ford E350 cargo van.
Cars nowadays don't get tune-ups.
It would eventually need to have spark plugs and
plugs and plug wires. That's it.
Yeah, and it's never had them. It's 9 years old.
It might need plugs and plug wires, but that would be it, or it might be something in the fuel injection, like a fuel filter. They do have a couple of fuel filters in line for the fuel injectors.
That might be what it needs.
Yeah.
Because all I've done is changed the oil and rotated the tires. That's it. And windshield wipers.
Yeah.
Oh, one battery. It didn't need a battery.
Since all the new cars went to what they call coil packs, and yours probably has it too. So I had a Grand Prix. I love that Grand Prix. And so one night I was doing something. I don't know what it was. It was running or whatever, but I lifted the hood and you could see like lightning bolts going from one plug wire to another on the coil pack. And I'm like, holy crap. I didn't, and that's what happened to mine. And come to think of it, it was running rough. That's the reason I looked underneath the hood, and come to find out that's what it was. The spark plug wires were going bad and allowing the arcs to go across from one plug wire to another, which was interfering with the spark. And so that's the reason mine was running rough. I had to replace all the plug wires.
Well, I had it out this morning. I was on a back road. I opened her up some to see if it just needed the crud blue out of it, but that didn't seem to help it much.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, she probably needs tuned up or something at this point, because they don't run forever without some help,
No, unfortunately, brakes and tires, especially, and oil.
Yeah. I'm religious about the oil. I keep the oil changed.
That's good. That's the life of a motor right there.
Yeah.
You keep the oil change, you'll have a lot less problems. Trust me.
I figure I can probably run it up the street to the mechanic, and they can figure out how to change the fuel filter in it and see if that does any good.
Yeah, I got 2 people in my family that know about checking the oil. A daughter and a son, and I'm not going to mention their names. Both neglected to check their oil, and both of let's put it this way: the engine didn't like it at all.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I dated a guy that he had an old Chevy. I can't remember what model it was or anything now. And we'd go riding around in that car. And one day the car pooped out. And we were right up the road from my house. So walked up the road and got Dad to get the tractor and chain and drag it up there at the house. And the boy said that he was going to call his dad. His dad came out there, and his dad was madder than a hatter. And he says, "Yeah, you didn't put oil in it, did you?" And he checked it, and there was no oil in that car. And he says, "I told you." And boy, his dad was mad. And once he got out of there, my dad looked at me and he said, "You are never going to date an idiot again." And Dad went to explaining to me about changing the oil in the car. He says, "You go to questioning these boys about how they're taking care of their vehicles from now on."
Yeah, for real. For real.
So that was a real lesson to me right there, that you have to keep oil in them and keep the oil changed.
My dad used to drive an old Rambler, Rambler station wagon. It was the family car until it started. The engine started going bad. It started smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up getting another car, and he drove that car back and forth to work. It was a mosquito truck car. It blew so much smoke that it was like a mosquito fogger. I kid you not.
My dad had an El Camino like that.
He would have to stop on the way to work. We had this little filling station on the way to work, and he would stop, and he had 2-gallon jugs, and he would buy their used motor oil for like 5 cents a gallon or whatever, and he just poured used. He says there's no use in changing it. It goes through so much. It's like new oil in it every day.
You had no trouble telling where that vehicle was, because all you had to do is just watch the smoke cloud.
You know where it was. Yes, people used to cuss him out when they had to be behind him in the red light. Yeah, because it would just cover their whole car.
Yeah.
He drove that thing for years and years and years like that, till it finally threw a rod. It was like, oh, man. He was bound and determined to get every mile out of it, and he did. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Brenda, I will see you tonight.
All right.
I'm going to cut this off and see everybody else tonight. And don't forget, we're going to have Ryan Maker, Ryan Deloach, I believe is his name. Well,
yep.
So we'll have him on the show tonight. So I'll see you later. Thank you, Brenda, for being here.
You're welcome.
See y'all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.